Hi guys, welcome to the X and Yung channel again. So it's me X. Today I'm going to talk about the top 5 investment vehicles. Okay? So the first thing to earn more money is by investing in stocks. Stocks has been around since 1602, invented by the Dutch East India Company. So it has been here for 417 years. So that's a long while, and it has been consistently making money for shareholders. Okay? Shareholders are those people that buy stocks. Okay, let's say we were to buy a stock from Apple. I would own a small portion of Apple as a company. So at the end of a year, when the Apple shows its earnings, okay, I am entitled to a percentage of the profit, okay, of the earnings. So that's what happens when you become a shareholder by buying stocks. Okay, so now let's move on to bonds. Okay, what are bonds? Bonds are actually made by, I'm talking specifically about government bonds, government treasury bonds. So bonds are actually a contract between you and the government or anyone who wants to borrow the money. Okay, it's stated that when they are borrowing your money, they must pay you interest. Okay, after that, after a certain amount of time, let's say 10 years, and then the bond matures, they call it maturity, then the government has to pay you the amount that you borrowed them. Let's say you lend a government 10,000, they have to pay you 10,000 after 10 years. And over the course of that 10 years, you earn a bit of interest depending on which government bond that you buy. Okay, now the third thing is real estate. Okay, real estate, you have commercial properties and also residential properties. Okay, residential properties is the most famous though, because everyone needs a home to live, okay, a roof under their head. So people buy properties. Let's say I buy a house, okay, and then I rent it out, and then the tenants move in and rent it for me, and I'm the landlord. So I earn from the rental, the tenant rental. Okay, so that's residential. And for commercial, it's office buildings or hospitals or you name it. As long as you are a landlord of that particular place, then yeah, that's commercial properties. Okay, like shops and whatnot. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the fourth one, which is debt. Okay, debt doesn't mean that you invest in debt. What I mean is, like, if you have debt, all right, debt in credit card debt or a debt like personal loan. Okay, I'm not talking about mortgages. I'm talking about only personal loans and credit card debt, and you have to pay them. Okay, it's best to pay them in full. Make sure that you don't have debt at all. It's the best thing, because the thing is, if you were to invest in stocks, bonds or real estate while you have debt, then there'll be a problem. Okay, so one thing, if you invest with debt to stocks might earn you around 7%, but then let's say your credit card debt is debt interest is 20%, then that would negate your earnings, right? For your how to say, stocks are earning you money, but then because of your credit card debt, you are losing money. Okay, you are losing money by paying more interest to the banks in terms of credit card debt, and also in terms of personal loan. So paying off the interest on the personal loan. So my advice is to pay off your debt first before even starting to invest in stocks, bonds or real estate. Okay, just pay off your debt. Now, the last but not least is to invest in yourself. Okay, yourself, you can invest in your education or invest in your health. Okay, so let's talk about education first. So most people, after they finish the university and get a degree, they stop and they start working. The thing is, if you invest in a course to learn about real estate investing, you might learn much more ways to make more money in real estate. So the thing is, learning is a lifelong process, and the more you learn, the more knowledge you have, and this knowledge when coupled with action, becomes very powerful. Invest in education. Okay, you can even invest your time, not necessarily money, your more time into educating yourself. For example, just by going to the library is free, right? Just go to the library, read books about personal finance, educate yourself on economics and things like that, so that you be well prepared when you are actually investing real cold hard cash, your real money, into stocks or real estate or whatnot. Because the thing is, without that knowledge, you are essentially investing blindly. So investing blindly is like gambling. Okay, so that's why always invest in education. Okay, be it by using your time or money. Okay, another thing is investing in your health. Well, now when we are younger, okay, you might not feel it that your health is deteriorating, but as you grow older, you can feel all those years drinking or not caring for your diet or not exercising, just going to work, sitting down at your desk and working away, might not help you physically. Okay, so the thing is, investing in your health is very important because it's for your future. For example, when you are reaching 40 to 50 years old, all those ailments, those problems, sickness, well, they will come, okay, eventually. So to prevent that, because those sicknesses are very expensive. Not only expensive, but also time consuming. Okay, let's say you got sick. Okay, touch wood. I'm not gonna say what sickness, but when you get sick, then you need to go to the hospital. It's very time consuming, right? You have to take MC, and then the third thing is you have to pay a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. Aside from you paying your insurance, okay, you have to buy insurance. Okay, life insurance, health insurance, those are very important. Okay, off topic, but yeah, buy your life insurance because health costs are getting more expensive every single day. Okay. Okay, come back. Now, yeah, you gotta pay your hospital bills, man, and you'll regret it by that time. By that time, 20 years or 30 years has passed. You can feel all those problems coming. So yeah, invest in your health. Go exercise. Go to the gym. Maintain your diet. Don't eat too much sugary foods. Things like that. Okay, I'm not gonna be a doctor, but you know yourself. Okay. Learn it through YouTube or whatnot. Okay, that's all. So my top 5 investment vehicles for yourself. So hope you like this video. Give us a like and do subscribe to this channel if you like our content. Okay, so take care. Ciao. Oh, one more thing for my viewers. Okay, I know some of my viewers love to watch my watch videos and whatnot. Okay, the thing is, watches like Rolex and Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe that are going up in price, right? Right now, it's kind of like a bubble. Okay, these are not investments. These are just fads. Okay, remember about the tulip mania in Amsterdam back then, and then remember about Bitcoin, which is in 2017, where the bubble pop. Okay. So these are fads, okay? Just fads. It's not a real thing that it goes up in price for very long, okay? It's just a bubble. So do stick with the basics, the top 5 investment vehicles that I said before, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, okay? Don't invest in fads, okay? Don't invest in Beanie Babies or like trendy clothes. So, because these are stuff that will make you lose money over time. Okay, like Rolex watches, yeah, now it's going up in price, but the thing is, how long will it go up? Okay, how long, and will it consistently make you money over time when the watches grow older? Okay, these are the things you gotta take note on. So invest wisely. Okay, don't follow fads, don't follow new stuff, because there is no history backing that up. Okay, that's it. Take care, guys. Hey, please do share this content if you like it, because we are a growing channel and really hope you can help us. Share it to your friends if you find it helpful, and take care.